Hi, I'm Mike Frisby. I'm here on a typical terraced property street, and what we've done here is turn this house, which is a typical house, into a bit of a gold mine. So the way that we've done that is we've converted into a house of multiple occupancy. For those that don't know what that is, it's a house where we let the property by room. So what we've done is we've turned this family house, which is a C3 planning class, into an HMO, which is a C4 planning class. And that means we're allowed to rent it out room by room. So what we've done is we've turned this into a 6-bedroom HMO, so we'll have 6 people in here. And that allows us to almost triple the rent from a family house. We have some extra costs associated because we pay for the utilities, but it does allow us to quadruple the rental profits, and that's why we do this. So let me show you around the house. So here we are inside the house. Obviously you can see straight away that the lounge, the family lounge, has now been turned into a bedroom. We do this across all of our multiple occupancy houses. What we often do is put en-suites in. In this house, we're slightly smaller. So what we've done instead is turn it into a shower room. What that does is obviously it makes the houses and rooms more popular. So what we try and do is put as many en-suites into properties as we can. So let me show you the rest of the house. So what we've got here is the lounge. So all HMOs need some communal space. So our communal space is in this area here, and we've got a lovely lounge which all the sharers will use, and we've got a telly and we've got a coffee table. So this will be the communal space. Each council has slightly different definitions as to how much communal space you need in a shared house, depending on the number of bedrooms. But this is plenty of space for this HMO. As I said, this is quite a small HMO, so we don't need masses and masses. And through here into the conservatory is where we have the eating area. So here we are in the back of the house, and this is the dining area. What I love about this property is it's really nice and bright and breezy. We've got double doors onto the garden, and also we've got some traditional features here. So we've got some of the stained glass. What I like to do in our properties is keep much of the character as we can. I love all of that character, so I try and keep it, and I think the tenants appreciate that too. Here we've got a storage cupboard. You've got to think about storaging the cleaning facilities, so the hoover goes in here and the tenants can obviously then hoover up after themselves. And then we also have, for convenience, a downstairs toilet. So here we are coming up to the first floor. We've got a bedroom at the back and a bedroom in the middle here. We also have a bathroom just here that these 2 bedrooms are sharing. The bedroom at the back, although smallish, still manages to contain a double bed. So we have double beds throughout the whole property. The secret with the small room is that we use a queen size bed, so it still looks spacious and still looks as though it's got a double bed in it. So let's now go through to the master bedroom at the front of the house. So here we are in the master bedroom. So what we've done with this room, as it was nice and big, is obviously we've got a fantastic double. So this is going to be our premium room within the house. And what we've also done is put an ensuite. We love putting ensuites in. We always go for a high bedroom to bathroom ratio in any house that we convert into multiple occupancy. And there are a couple of reasons why we do that. The first reason is, obviously the tenants love to have their own ensuite. This means that they're prepared to pay a premium for our room. So we get an extra roughly around £1,000 a year for having this ensuite in here. Also, these rooms then let quicker and the tenants stay longer. So it's a win-win all round by putting an ensuite. So here we have the ensuite. We do nice big shower cubicles, so they premiumise the bathroom a little bit. We obviously have a hand wash basin and the toilet here with a towel rail. So we keep it quite basic and simple to keep the cost down, but what we do is we do the maximum effect that we can. We also must make this a certain size so you've got enough space to actually dry within the bathroom, as that is what the councils want. So let's go on upstairs. So here we are in the top floor in the loft space. One of the brilliant things about this house, and why we were very interested in this house as a project, was that this loft space was already converted. So we've done very little to it apart from just decorate and dress the rooms. We've got a room on this side and a room on this side. Because it's gone out over the back And we've got the room at the front. We've got 2 rooms up here and the bathroom in the centre that they share. We often convert the lofts for this reason, because we can get 2 rooms in many of the lofts in this area. That really adds to the value and really adds to the rent. So it makes really good economical sense, because after all, we're trying to maximise our revenues and maximise the end value of the property. What we do have up here as well, obviously there's slightly lower ceilings because it is the loft space. But here you might wonder what this flying saucer thing is, but it is actually our internet connection. So we hardwire these internet connections throughout the house. So we have these on each floors to make sure that internet connectivity is through the house. That is so important to our tenants of this generation. They stream loads. So we make sure we have brilliant internet connection. We've obviously got interlinked smoke alarms, especially over 3 floors. But you've got to remember, you have to license these properties and you have to make sure that you're compliant. So we have fire doors on all the rooms and an interlinked smoke alarm. The other thing we have is that you might have noticed that we have no switch on our light switches. We've taken that out. That's because we have these special lights. These lights are movement censored. So in all the communal spaces, we have movement censored lights, just like you might have in a hotel or the communal spaces of a block of flats. Because obviously what do tenants do? They forget to turn the lights out. They won't come, turn it on and turn it off. So we just censor them. So as soon as they come in, the lights go on. It's really safe. They've got that access, but obviously if there's no movement for a while, the light will turn out. So let's take you through to one of the rooms in the loft. So here we are in the big bedroom in the loft. As you can see, there's lots of space. So what we do with all of our properties is that we dress them. So you can see on the bed here, we've got some colours that pop out, because what we do is we do professional photography when it's all nice and lovely clean and just been decorated. We have items that the colours are popped out of, and also you can see that we've got 2-phase decorations just to give it a bit of variety. What you want to do is you want to make sure that your photograph pops out on the portals. If you think about it these days, most people are searching through the phones and you've only got a little thumbnail to make your room stand out. So that's why we have bright colours in some of our rooms. What you've got here obviously is a lot of storage space. So we make sure that there's plenty of storage space, but also with the dressings, we add little varieties of touch and colour just to really just pep it up. And it's also here when the tenants view. So again, it makes our rooms go much quicker than everybody else's because they just look hotel standard. We go for hotel standard. Here, obviously, we've got a nice mirror. So people have got mirrors within their rooms, but it's attached on the wardrobe. And we've got nice, sturdy furniture because obviously it's heavy use furniture in rental properties. And these glide out nicely and will be sturdy and stand the test of times. The other thing we've got over here is extra storage because we're in the loft that was already here. But it means that this room has got enormous amount of storage and therefore will be very popular. So just to summarise this property, here we are on the top floor where we have 2 bedrooms and 1 shared bathroom. We then go down to the next floor, the middle floor, where again we have 3 bedrooms. The back 2 share a bathroom, and then we've got the big master bedroom at the front where we've put an ensuite. And then below that at the front, what used to be the lounge, we've converted into a bedroom with a shower room, as there's slightly less space in that room, so we can only put a shower room in. So if you think about it, we've now got 6 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms amongst this occupancy, a high ratio, which we always go for. Then what we've had to do is renovate the property to a standard of this house share. The reason we go at that extra mile to turn it into a house share is because if you think about it as a family property, then you get a certain amount of rent for a family property. But with a house share with 6 occupants in, we've pretty much tripled the rent. That rent means more rental profit for us. So yes, we've invested more up front. Yes, we've had to get the licenses that people are worried about. But if you know what you're doing, then you'll always get a license because you put the right safety features in. The other thing that we've done by turning it from this family house into an HMO that we've gone through planning is that we've increased the capital value as well. So the house is now worth a lot more. So that extra investment that we put in has certainly paid back twofold. One, in terms of value of the property, and secondly, in terms of the rent that we collect and certainly the rental profits that we make. Because after all, you can only spend the rental profits, not the absolute rent. So why do we do this? It's a win-win all round. We produce good quality accommodation at affordable prices for the tenants. And we make good rental sound investments that produce money. For me as an investor, or for other people doing HMOs, you make good money out of houses of multiple occupancy. So if you want to know more about houses of multiple occupancy because you're interested in the rental profits that it produces, do get in contact with us. We like to help other investors get going on their journey or accelerate their journey. So do get in contact.